Namaste. Welcome to Yin and Restorative Yoga with some gentle movement. My name is Michelle Chua. For this practice, you'll want to have a couple of blocks, a strap, a pillow, a blanket, and let's find a comfortable seat. You might like to sit on your pillow here. Any way that you can just feel a sense of even grounding throughout the bottom of your body, your legs, your feet, your pelvis. And let's just take a moment to shift your body around and check in with it. Let the spine lift a little bit taller without feeling rigid. Let the shoulders relax down so there's an openness at your chest as well as your lower back. And then lift tall through the back of your skull, the top of your head. Here's a very succinct quote from Rise, Sister, Rise by Rebecca Campbell. She danced because she was grateful to be alive. She was grateful to be alive because she danced. I love that. It's so succinct, but it's just a powerful, simple reminder to give yourself permission to do the things that you love. It's so easy as adults, I think, to get caught up in the grind or obligations and responsibilities. But how can you slip in those moments of play, pleasure, and fun that really give that meaning to why you're here? So let's bring that into our yin practice today. Sitting tall, closing your eyes, if that feels comfortable for you. Begin to pay attention to your feet. Slowly lifting your gaze inward up your legs. Taking your time at your own pace to eventually scan your whole body, paying attention to whatever you're feeling in each part. Bring an attitude of non-judgment as we're tuning into the body. Sensing your physical state, bring your awareness to the natural movement of your breath. Notice where you can feel the breath most easily in your body. Land your awareness there and observe your breath for a moment. Through the qualities of your breath, notice how you feel energetically. Now bring your awareness to your mind. Sense any thoughts that are coming and going or looping even. Notice the energy of your mind, if it's very active, calm, steady, restless. And how is your mind affecting the way you feel right now, mentally and emotionally? Now begin to deepen the breath as you inhale through your nose. Feel where that breath is traveling in your body. Pause at the very top of it. And then to your lips, slowly empty the breath. Pause at the bottom of it and try that on your own 2 more cycles of breath, both in and out. Begin to cultivate gratitude for anything you can appreciate right now. Have you danced today? Have you given yourself permission to play in some way? So through the lens of gratitude, start to identify one thing you would like to focus your energy on and cultivate in your experience through this practice. Cultivating the feeling tone of that intention already existing in reality, in the present. Let's prepare to chant 3 ohms. Before I forget, take a moment to dedicate your practice. So choose an individual, a community, or a cause that you care about to offer your efforts today to. Now let's prepare to chant 3 ohms. Inhale fully. Now, as you close your lips, I invite you, if you can, to now just continue to breathe through the nose. And if you're sitting cross-legged in some way, let's switch the cross of the shin that's forward or on top, just to even out the opening in the hips. Keep sitting tall and relaxed, and we're going to begin a practice to ground ourselves, to relax the nervous system, and to really feel the full expansion of each breath. And this is called Durga Pranayama, or 3-part breathing technique. Picture your torso as a jar. The bottom of that jar is your pelvic floor. The top of that jar is at the bottom of your skull. Visualize dividing that jar into 3 cross sections. The first or lowest cross section encompasses your lower belly all the way around to your lower back, so below the belly button to the pelvic floor. The second or middle cross section encompasses much of your rib cage all the way around. The third or uppermost cross section encompasses your chest, neck, shoulders, and upper back. Placing your hands in your lower belly and lower back, focus on breathing directly into the lowest cross section. Inhale through your nose. Hold the breath in. Notice the sensations here. Then exhale slowly through your nose. Hold the breath out and observe that feeling. Now place your hands along the left and right walls of your rib cage, inhaling into the mid cross section. Hold the breath in, then exhale everything. Excuse me. Hold the breath out. Now place your hands on your chest and inhale into the uppermost section. As you hold the breath, relax your shoulders, keep sitting tall. Then empty your breath. Hold the breath out. Then relax your breathing. So 3-part breathing goes like this. We'll breathe in 1/3 into the lowest cross section, then pause. We'll breathe in a second third into the mid cross section and pause. We'll breathe in the last third and hold the breath in for a few seconds. Then we'll exhale everything slowly and hold it out a few seconds. And that's 1 cycle. So let's try 2 cycles together, 2 cycles on your own. Sitting up tall, you might like to place a hand on your chest and a hand on your lower belly to help feel the different parts. Empty this breath to prepare. Hold it out. Into the lowest part, inhale 1/3. Pause. Into the middle, inhale 1/3. Pause. Into the uppermost, inhale 1/3. Hold the breath in. Notice how this feels. Then slowly exhale everything out. Hold the breath out. Notice how this feels. Second cycle. Inhale the first third. Inhale the second third. Inhale the last third. Hold the breath. Exhale everything. Hold the breath. Now continue 2 more cycles of 3-part breathing on your own. Take your time to finish at your own pace. When you do, breathe naturally for a few moments and observe the effects of Durga Pranayama. Remember that pranayama are breathing techniques, and it's one of the limbs of the 8 limbs of yoga. And the techniques are used to regulate your own energy of mind and body. So sense the way you've regulated it here. We're going to continue with slow, even inhales and exhales, still breathing just through the nose, but now practicing Ujjayi Pranayama, which helps to calm your nervous system and help your mind steady its focus by creating a very gentle whispering sound. Softly narrow the back of your throat so that as you breathe in and out through the nose, you create a sound that's very soft, subtle, smooth, like gentle ocean waves, rising and falling. Listen to a few cycles of that here. This breathing technique, personally, in my experience, has been beneficial for pain management. If you have a headache or aches in the body, especially as you're concentrating on the balanced rhythm that you're creating in your breath. See if you can keep that sound rhythm going steadily through much of our physical yoga practice. Now, as we enter some movement to warm up the body. So as you're sitting here now, rest your hands down on your lap and start to drop your chin towards your chest. Inhaling, sweep your left ear towards your left shoulder and gently tilt your chin up. Exhaling, completing the circle. Take another circle in this direction, gently loosening up your neck. If you'd like to go slower, feel free. When you finish the second circle, go in the opposite direction another 2 rounds. And when you finish that last round, let's start to circle out the shoulders. So inhale, roll your shoulders forward and up. Exhale, draw the shoulder heads behind you and down. One more in this direction. Really try to synchronize the motion to the length of your breath. Now in the opposite direction, inhale, draw your shoulders back and up. Exhale them forward and down. Once more. Now we're going to bring the circular motion into our spine at the pelvis, creating Sufi rolls. So inhale, start to sway your spine to one side and lean forward. Exhale to the other side and lean back. Take another circle in this direction. And then go in the opposite direction for 2 circles. Now we're going to continue with a circular motion, but let's switch up how we're sitting. If it feels okay on your knees, place your knees in front of you and point your toes behind you, sitting on a pillow, a block between the ankles, or directly on your calves in hero's pose. And then from here, extend your arms straight out to the sides and just start to circle the hands at the wrists. Inhaling, exhaling. Go in the opposite direction, inhaling. As you're extending the arms out, keep relaxing the shoulders down, lift up through the back of your skull, lengthen through the lower back. Now let's bring the arms in circles. Inhale, the arms forward and up. Drop the shoulders, exhale, back and down. Just feel into the range of motion available in your shoulder joints right now. One more. And then go in the opposite direction. Inhale, the arms behind you and up. Exhale, forward and down. One more. All right, we're going to continue with these circles, but this time in a spinal twist. So keep your 2 sitting bones firmly grounded so you're not turning the pelvis, but we're going to twist right underneath your lowest ribs, which is your waistline. So we're rotating the rib cage, but not the pelvis. Inhale the arms up. Exhale to your right side, turn your rib cage and open the arms wide like a T. Inhale back to center, raise the arms. Exhale, twist to your left, open your arms wide like a T. Inhale the arms up. We're going 3 more cycles. Exhale, twist to the right. Maybe look over the right shoulder if it feels okay on your neck. Keep dropping the shoulders. Inhale up to center. Exhale left. Maybe look over the left shoulder. Inhale, lift. Exhale, twist. Inhale, lift. Exhale, twist. Last cycle. Inhale, lift. Exhale, twist. Inhale, lift. And exhale, twist. Inhale, lift up. Interlace your fingers, flip the palms inside out, rest the shoulders down, and keep sitting tall as you start to side bend to your left. As you lean to your left, press your right sitting bone deeper towards the ground. Draw your shoulder blades down your back ribs, keeping your throat open too. A few more breaths. As you inhale, press the pelvis downward and lift your lower spine from it. And as you exhale, press the heels of your palms towards your left wall. Inhale, lift up, and exhale, twist to your right, and this time lower your hands, wherever they'll reach. You might place the right hand on a pillow or on the ground behind your pelvis. You might land the left hand on your lap or press the back of it against your outer right thigh. As you breathe in, sit up a little bit taller. Align the crown of your head directly above your tailbone. As you breathe out, broaden your chest and maybe continue to twist, but relax the shoulders down. 3 more breaths. Inhale, lift your arms up, interlace your fingers, flip the palms inside out. Exhale, the shoulders down, sit tall. Let's start to side bend to the right. Rooting down your left sitting bone especially, lift the spine from your hips. And as you breathe out, press the heels of your palms towards the right wall while relaxing your shoulders down. One more deep breath. Inhale, lift up. Exhale to your left twist, and this time drop your hands. Left hand behind the pelvis, right hand on your lap or pressing against your outer left thigh. As you breathe in, imagine restacking each vertebra of your spine from the bottom up and lifting through your crown. As you breathe out, keep your chest broad, your shoulders relaxed, and see if you might be able to twist deeper. Couple last breaths. And unwind your spine. Let's come down onto our backs. We're going to continue our gentle movement warm up before we hold longer in some yin and restorative poses. So as you're lying on your back, bend your knees into your chest and let's start to wake up the legs and the hips. So take hold of your bent knees with your hands, and as you breathe in, abduct or splay apart your thighs away from the midline. And as you breathe out, circle your thighs towards your midline. Try that several more cycles of breath, switching directions, changing it up as you like, just helping to warm up your hip sockets. Listen to the sound of your breath and keep long, even breaths. Then bend your right knee into your chest. Slide your left leg forward on the floor and begin to circle your right foot at the ankle. As you breathe out, bring your right thigh closer to the right side of your rib cage. This posture is called wind relieving pose, or in Sanskrit, Apanasana. So applying gentle pressure into your digestive organs, promoting digestive flow. Relax your two shoulders down, away from your neck. Circle the right foot in the opposite direction. A few more breaths. And then slide the right leg forward, bend the left knee into your chest. Start to circle your left foot at the ankle. With each exhale, bring your left thigh closer to the left wall of your rib cage, grounding both shoulders. And then lifting your legs straight up, they can be bent. Start to shake out your legs. We're just increasing blood flow in reverse, from the feet to the pelvis, to the heart, to the brain. You can even raise the arms and shake them out. We're here for about, watching the clock for 30 seconds. So breathe in, breathe out. Play with it. Especially if you've been upright most of the day, like sitting, standing, walking. Just getting the circulation to go and reverse. A bit more. One more deep breath. And draw your bent knees into your chest, lifting the head and shoulders, squeeze in, and start to rock and roll forward and back several times. You might go as far back as plow pose. You might press the feet on the floor in front of you. Eventually, come up to sit and let's lower onto tabletop, hands and knees on the ground. With your shoulders stacked above your wrists, spread your fingers wide and flat. Step your knees a couple inches behind your hips, and let's continue moving in cat-cow, flexing and extending the spine to the breath. Inhale, glide your chest through your upper arms and coil it up, dropping the shoulders back, cow pose. Exhale, contract your abdomen, slowly tucking your tailbone under you, dropping your head to round your back, cat pose. Again, inhale the chest forward, gaze up. Exhale, lift your navel, dropping your head. Keep going about 5 more cycles of breath. Slowly synchronizing. Feel how your pelvis tilts forward and back. Feel your shoulder blades spread apart and come together. The end of your next exhalation, tuck your toes and lift your hips into downward facing dog. When you arrive, bend one knee and press the opposite heel into the ground, taking a full cycle of breath. A very slow pedaling of your feet in place. Then bend the left knee or the opposite knee and press the other heel into the ground. Take a full cycle of breath. This time, as you bend one knee, sway your hips towards that direction, the bent knee side, and then sway your hips towards the other bent knee side. You might continue pedaling your feet or adding your own organic movement, stretching a leg in the air and then the other. Shaking out your head and really relaxing your neck as you lift the shoulders back away from it. Relax your jaw here too. Notice if the jaw needs to let energy move through by fluttering your lips, making a sound. Stretching the mouth, the eyes. And then after a couple more breaths, walk up to the front of your mat into a standing forward fold with your feet separated at least hips width apart and parallel to each other. Bend your knees a lot there, and taking hold of opposite elbows, begin to sway your spine gently side to side. As you drop your head, free up your neck by lifting your shoulders away from it. Tilt your weight as far forward as you can balance here and switch the cross of your arms. Deep breaths. Take your blocks and place them on their tallest height of foot in front of your feet, shoulders distance apart. Press your fingertips into your blocks and inhale, lengthen your spine forward towards a flat back, gliding the shoulders away from your neck. Exhale, bow towards your legs, still shifting your weight forward as you drop your head. 2 more rounds of Ardha Uttanasana. Press into your blocks and inhale, stretch your spine forward, firming in the belly, sending the shoulders back. Exhale, bow in to Uttanasana. Take as slowly as the breath. Inhale, lengthen forward. Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, bow forward. Uttanasana. Now bend your knees a lot and dropping your head and arms. Inhale, slowly roll your spine upright as if stacking one vertebra at a time. And once you lift the head, circle the shoulders behind you and down, and turn your palms to face forward. Spread your toes and spread your weight throughout the four corners of each foot. Rooting down into the earth, lift the energy up the inseams of your legs, up the center of your spine, up your crown. Standing tall, relax your body at the same time. Let's take 3 half sun salutations. Inhale, sweep your arms forward, roll your shoulders behind the ears and down, tilting your chest and gaze up. Exhale, bow forward from your hips. Press your fingertips on your blocks. Inhale, lengthen your spine forward and draw your shoulders back. Exhale, fold. Press to your feet. Inhale, sweep your arms forward, arms overhead as you rise, coiling your chest up in Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, join your hands in prayer from your crown down the center line of your body to your heart. 2 more cycles. Inhale, arms overhead, lifting your chest, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, bow at your hips, Uttanasana. Press into your blocks. Inhale, lengthen forward, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, Uttanasana again. Press to your feet. Inhale, sweep your arms forward, rising all the way up, Urdhva Hastasana. With hands in prayer, bringing that gratitude down your energy centers from crown to your heart. One more time. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana. With appreciation, hands in prayer, blessing your crown all the way to your heart. Pause and breathe here. Notice how you're feeling in your body right now. And then from here, come on down to downward facing dog again. And we're going to enter some hip opening. Inhale, raise your right leg behind you. Exhale, turn out your right thigh and slide the shin across your mat in front of your pelvis, entering single pigeon pose. Place your hands alongside your hips. Lift your pelvis off the floor and scissor your right hip back. Rotate your left outer hip forward. As you align your 2 frontal hip bones to evenly face your front wall, notice if it might help to place a folded blanket under your right glute so that you can keep the squaring of your hips. If your right shin is able to parallel the front edge of your mat, flex your right foot to stabilize your right knee. Relax your left toes and inhale, lift your chest. As you exhale, start to lower just a little bit forward and pause. As you pause, feel your hips. Are they still evenly facing forward? Encourage the right hip to scissor back and the left outer hip to rotate forward. Now I encourage you to grab a pillow or stack 2 blocks along the left side here because we're going to add a twist, which will bring us into opening the upper back, neck, and shoulders. So it's the thread the needle. So placing your right fingertips towards just in front of your right knee towards the right. Raise your left arm towards the sky, breathe in. And as you exhale, begin to thread your left arm under your right bent elbow. Now make your stack of pillows or blocks as high as you need so that you're able to lower the left side of your head and rest it. So you're not holding up the head. Send your shoulder blades away from your neck and use the breath to open up the backs of your lungs. We're going to be here for 2 more minutes. Feel the energy of your jaw, soften your tongue. Feel the muscles around your eyes. Relax your forehead. Listen to the sound of your breath. Taking your time to expand into the 3 cross sections of your torso as you breathe in. And to feel the breath completely empty when you breathe out. Couple last breaths here. Once you've emptied this next breath, then gently begin to press the floor, lift your torso, and make your way back into downward facing dog. Spend a few breaths in downward dog, lifting your right leg, maybe shaking it out, increasing the blood flow into your right hip socket. When you're ready, step the right foot down. Inhale, raise your left leg. Exhale, turn out the left thigh at the hip and cross the left shin in front of your pelvis onto your mat. Slide your right leg straight behind you as you come down to sit, tucking the right toes. With your hands alongside your hips, lift your pelvis off the ground and scissor your left outer hip back. Rotate your right outer hip forward. And notice if it might help to place a folded blanket under your left glute to keep your hips even. If your left shin parallels the front edge of your mat, make sure to flex your left foot, stabilizing the left knee. Relax your right toes, place the hands in front of your left shin, and inhale, lift your chest. Take your pillows and stack of blocks, place them just around the right side of the front of your mat, and start to first raise the right arm up, breathe in, and then exhale, thread the right arm under your left bent elbow. Lowering the right side of your head on as many props as you need to be able to support the head so that you can relax here. Send the shoulder blades away from your neck and breathe into the space between your shoulder blades, across your upper back, into your shoulders. We're going to be here for 2 more minutes. Notice the qualities of the breath that you can hear. Last 2 deep breaths here. And take your time returning to downward facing dog. And when you arrive there, lift your left leg up, give it some movement at the hip. And then come on down to sit for a moment and take a look around your space. Notice if you have a cleared wall space, at least the height of your leg's length. If not, notice if there's a bed or a couch, somewhere you could place your legs on to elevate your legs as we lie down on our backs. So you might have to move some things aside. If you have a wall space, come into legs of the wall pose and bring a block with you. Lying down on your back with your glutes flush against the wall, press your feet into the wall and lift your pelvis off the ground, sliding the block underneath the flat part of your lower back, wide across your sacrum. Then you can stretch the legs straight up. If, like me, you don't have an open wall space, you could practice supported shoulder stand in midair. Or you could create a stack of pillows if you have enough to place your calves on top of. So find your version of lifting your legs in a supported posture as much as you can support your body with your props. If you're taking supported shoulder stand, you can place the block under your sacrum and then lift your legs up and just let them be free flowing. Make sure that your legs feel relaxed. You don't have to completely straighten the legs, especially if the hamstrings are feeling resistant. Let the shoulders relax evenly down your back and on the ground. Open up the natural space throughout your neck. And you might choose to rest your palms face up or face down on your lower belly. We're going to focus on breathing into the area of the lowest cross section, like we practiced in 3-part breathing, just into the lower belly. We'll inhale gently into that section, and without holding the breath, we'll exhale very, very slowly. So longer exhalation, where you really try to find the bottom of the exhale, where the breath has completely emptied. You'll take a slight pause there to feel that bottom. And then we'll inhale into the lower belly again a few times. So let's take 3 rounds together and then continue on your own. So place your hands at your lower belly to rest. Maybe close the eyes and direct the breath right into the lower belly as you inhale through the nose. When you fill up all the way, then slowly exhale, longer than you inhale. Let the air release completely. Draw the lower belly towards your lower back. Feel the bottom when the breath has emptied. Find a short pause there. Then inhale again into the lower belly. Without pausing, when you're fully inhaled, exhale very slowly. Release the breath completely and draw your lower belly into your lower back. Once again, inhale into the lower belly. Then exhale even slower. Empty, empty, empty. Draw the lower belly towards the lower back. Continue a few more cycles on your own. This breathing technique helps to calm the nervous system as you slow the exhales longer than the inhales. And it helps to clear any stuck prana, life force energy in the lower region of your abdomen. Try a couple more cycles of this breathing technique if you're still practicing it before you let it go. When you've finished, take a few long breaths in through the nose, out through the nose again. Set your feet down. If you're at the wall, you can bend your knees into your chest. Remove the block from underneath if you have one there. And then turn over to one side, resting your head. Allow a few breaths to pass here. Gently lift your torso up to sit, and we're going to set up in Shavasana in a heart opening supported fish pose. So grab a couple of blocks and either set them up like an equal sign like this, both on the medium height across the mat, stay spaced apart so that you'll land the area that's right under your shoulder blade tips onto the closer block and the back of your head onto the further block. If you're wanting to feel or find a different option, you can turn the block that is closer to you to trace the midline of your mat, and just make sure that the bottom edge of that block doesn't dig in too low towards the lower back. So you might have to slide it upwards towards the second block. And this creates a little more broadening in the chest. So feel it out. See which version of this configuration of blocks works for you. And if you're needing less of a chest lift, you can tilt the block under your head higher. Make any adjustments so that you can feel symmetry in your body along the left and right sides. Feel out your shoulders, feel out your hips and legs. You might drop the knees apart, bringing the soles of your feet together in Baddha Konasana. You might stretch the legs forward. You might bend the knees and set the feet on the ground and drop the knees together, which helps to open width across the lower back. See which version you can be still in and feel relaxed in for about 4 or 5 more minutes. Then close your eyes and imagine now breathing into your whole body. Slowly inhale through the nose. When you reach the top of the breath, pause for a few seconds, then exhale slowly through the lips. Try that one more time. And when you've emptied the breath, let go of regulating your breath. Continue to observe the sensations of your natural breathing, resting in stillness here, Shavasana. Resting where you are with your eyes closed. Notice how you're feeling in your physical body now. Slowly begin to wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes, and ease into other gentle movements to wake up your body. Gently turn over onto your right side and rest your head. Bringing your attention to your breathing. Notice how you feel right now energetically. Then slowly lift your body upright. Find a comfortable way to sit for 5 minutes in meditation, beginning with a breath practice as meditation. Nodi Shodhana Pranayama, or alternate nostril breathing, to help ground, calm the nervous system, awaken intuition, and balance the left and right hemispheres of the brain. So as you sit tall and relaxed, rest your left hand on your lap in a mudra of your choice, perhaps. One mudra to cultivate prana, life force energy, is pran mudra, which looks like a peace sign with the index and middle fingers touching and the palm facing up. Place your right hand in Vishnu mudra, where you stick out your thumb, pinky, and ring finger. Continue to breathe with your lips closed, slow and gentle inhales and exhales. We'll use the right thumb to close the right nostril. We'll use the right pinky and ring to close the left nostril when you alternate nostrils to breathe. Let's practice 3 cycles together, then 2 cycles on your own. You might close your eyes and steady your gaze at your brow center, Ajna Chakra, calling on your intuitive nature. Empty this breath to prepare. Hold your breath out. Right thumb, close right nostril, inhale left. Hold the breath. Close left, exhale right. Hold the breath. Inhale right. Hold the breath. Close right, exhale left. Hold the breath. 1 cycle. Cycle 2. Inhale left for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold 3, 2, 1. Close left. Exhale right. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold 3, 2, 1. Inhale right. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold 3, 2, 1. Close right. Exhale left. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold 3, 2, 1. Third cycle. Inhale left for 6. Hold for 3. Close left. Exhale right. 6. Hold 3. Inhale right. 6. Hold 3. Close right. Exhale left. 6. Hold 3. Continue 2 more cycles. When you finish, rest both hands in your mudra. Breathe naturally and observe how you feel. Notice how you feel mentally and emotionally now. You might place your hands at your heart center as you take a moment to recognize something you're grateful for. Then remind yourself of your intention for today's practice. And remember to whom or what you dedicated this practice. Let's close chanting 3 ohms. Inhale deeply. Bowing in. Remember to appreciate yourself as well for showing up today. The light in me bows to the light in you. Namaste.